Welcome back to Bennett Park at the corner of Michigan Avenue and Trumbull in beautiful Detroit, Michigan. You're listening to the opening game of the 1908 World Series on Game Day Radio. Be at the game with Game Day Radio. We move to the top of the ninth. Our score now, Tigers 6 and the Cubs 5. The ninth inning brought to you by William C. Durant's brand new General Motors Company up in Flint, Michigan. The Tigers just scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th to take the lead. The last time Detroit held the lead was back in the second inning. Claude Rossman, the Tiger first baseman, singled to center off Cubs reliever Mordecai Brown, driving in Sam Crawford for the tying run. On the same play, Johnny Evers mishandled the throw back in from the center fielder Solly Hoffman, and that allowed the speedy young Tiger phenom Ty Cobb to score all the way from first. Cobb scores the go-ahead run with the error credited to Evers. Cobb looks like he could have a pretty bright future with the Tigers. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Ed Summers retakes the hill. He's given up 1 run in 5 2/3 innings of work, taking over for the starter Killian, who lasted only 2 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs. And stepping to the plate is second baseman Johnny Evers. Evers 2 for 3 today, scoring 1 run and striking out once. Summers gets the sign from Schmidt. He's ready to pitch. Here it comes. And Evers watches it go by for ball 1. Evers batting .300 with a slugging percentage of .375. Johnny struck out swinging in the first, singled in the third, had a sac bunt in the fourth, and singled and scored in the 7th. Summers ready to work, and the next pitch. Evers swings and misses, strike 1, and the count moves to 1-1. Summers, in his debut appearance, not laboring at all this afternoon, looking very comfortable on the mound. None on, nobody out, and the Tigers lead the defending champs 6-5. Summers starts his windup and throws the next one. And Evers fouls that one off for strike 2. 1-2 now on Evers. With no outs and nobody on here in the top of the ninth, Ed Summers steps to the rubber, looks to his battery mate for the sign, and settles in for the delivery. Here's the windup and the 1-2 pitch. Evers swings and knocks a sharp ground ball down towards first base. First baseman Rossman scoops it up and steps on the bag for the out. 1 out here in the top of the ninth. The Cubs trail the Tigers 6-5. Next up is center fielder Frank Schulte. Frank batting .236. Frank singled, drove in a run, and scored today, all in the 3rd inning. Summers looks to Bosch Schmidt for the sign, winds up, and delivers a fastball that catches the outside edge for a called strike. 0-1. Frank didn't want anything to do with that pitch. Summers has been coming after these batters with high heat this afternoon, almost all fastballs. And the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Schulte quickly in the hole, 0-2. A good pitcher will be aware of his situation and know when he wants the hitter to put the ball in play and when to go hard for that strikeout. Ed walks to the rubber, kicks the dirt from it, and checks his fielders. Here's the windup. And the 0-2 pitch is a high fastball for ball 1. That was a pitch you'll see a lot of guys chase. Good plate discipline, early recognition. Frank didn't even flinch. Summers climbs up, toes the rubber. Pitch coming in. Schulte swings hard and fouls that one off to the right side. The count remains 1-2. Summers gets a new ball, proceeds to rub the shine off it as he retakes the hill. He looks into Bosch Schmidt for the sign and settles in for the delivery. Here's the pitch. And it comes in low for ball 2. Big pitch coming up. Summers would really like to get this strikeout with the count 2-2. A strikeout would bring the Cubs down to their last out. If Schulte reaches, he becomes the tying run. Summers winds up and delivers the 2-2 pitch. Schulte hammers one to the left side. It gets past the shortstop O'Leary and into shallow left center. And Frank is aboard with a nice little single. And now here comes first baseman and manager Frank Chance with a man on and 1 out. Frank batting .272 in his 11th year with the Cubs as a player and in his 3rd full year as manager after taking over midway through the 1905 season. Summers looks back in at Schmidt for the sign, gets it, nods, and winds up. Here's the pitch. And that one comes in low for ball 1. Chance is 0 for 3 today. He walked in the first, then reached on a fielder's choice and later scored in the third, popped out in the fifth, and reached on an error in the seventh. Summers starts his windup and throws the next one. Chance hammers a line drive base hit into center field for an easy single. Schulte advances to second and will stop there as Crawford gets the ball back in. And now the Cubs really have something cooking with 1 out and 2 men on, the tying run in scoring position, and the go-ahead run at first. Let's take a timeout while the Tigers and Ed Summers collect themselves. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to Game 1 of the 1908 World Series on Game Day Radio.